Hello everyone, my name is Melinda Rosefield and I am a streamer and a freelance artist who streams on Twitch. Why did I create this video? Well, first thing first, I always wanted to do something like this and I just couldn't find any tutorials. So I decided to make one myself. So here we go, it's my first YouTube video, please be kind. So the idea came when I saw a reel on Instagram. Unfortunately, I forgot to pin it, so I don't have it anymore. But there was a guy who streamed with a PNG tuber, and every time he talked, there were a dialogue box with the animal sounds from Animal Crossing. Unfortunately, there were no tutorials, so I had no idea how he did it. But I only knew that he used PNG tuber. Unfortunately, I don't use that, so I had to make some research. And after a while, I found something. I found the on-stream chat software by Chrome. And after 4 hours of trying, unfortunately, it just doesn't work on my PC. And I think it's something with my OBS or my Windows, because basically the chat and OBS don't talk to each other, but it's only on my PC. We tried on my mod's Noros PC and for him it's working. So unfortunately, I had to find something else. And after a few hours, we found a solution. So here is the tutorial of how I made a little dialogue box with animal sound from Animal Crossing. Here is what you will need. So first thing first, OBS, of course. Second, depending on what you use, it will depend. For me, I can use VTube Studio for my VTuber model, or what you can use if you're lazy like me, when I don't want to use my phone or have any tracking whatsoever, you can use Reactive by Fujitech. And to use it, you only need a Discord server and a voice channel. I personally have a private one where I am the only one who have access. And last but not least, you will need to download Animalis Typing. At the beginning, it was only a plugin on the navigator, but then the creator made one for desktop only. And now that we finally have everything, let's start this tutorial, shall we? Now, as I said before, you can use a VTuber model or you can use the Reactive by Fujitech. For this tutorial, we are going to use the Reactive by Fujitech. So you go to Reactive by Fujitech, you link your Discord, and then you choose 2 PNGs or GIF that you want to react when you are talking. In my case, I created these little 3, one muted, one talking and one silent, to react once I'm talking inside the voice channel. By the way, commissions for these little guys are open on Ko-fi. And once you've done that, you connect into a voice channel and then you go back to the navigator, go to sources and copy the link you have right beside the name. Then we go back to OBS and create a browser source and put the link we just copied into URL and you put OK. Now you should have a reactive little PNGs that react when you talk. Now you create another source that is text GDI+. That will be for our dialog box. Once you created it, a little window will open and you can choose your font, choose the one you like. Then you will activate Enable Anti-Aliasing. We then scroll down. I personally chose a dark color and I did not text transform anything. You then scroll to Alignment and Vertical Alignment and put them both in the center. You then click Chat Log Mode and I have put my chat log line limit at 2. Also clicked Use Custom Text Extents. As for the size of the text, choose what you want. You click on Wrap and then OK. Once you've done that, we stay on OBS, click on View, then always on top. It will be very useful later. So now we have our PNG reactive, we have our dialog box. What else do we need? We need the little Animal Crossing noises. Animalist typing is actually quite easy to set up. You just need to install it and then you mess with the settings a little bit to have a high-pitched voice or a low-pitched voice. So let's open the Animalist typing editor. Then you go into settings and you scroll down to Animalist enabled apps. Once there, it should be clicked on always active. Unclick that and then select app list mode. And in my case, I activated OBS Studio and no other apps because we only want to hear the app only when we are using OBS. Then we go back to OBS and create yet another source. It's the last one, I promise. We click on Application Audio Capture. And when you open it, in Window, you should choose Animalist Typing. Now activate the audio source in the audio mixer. Then open the little dialogue in your sources and just write in the text box. And that's it. Just you write and it does the Animalist sound. As for the reactor by Fujitech, it does need a mic to work, so you will need to talk so it activates. But for the stream, you don't need to activate your mic. You only need to activate the mic for you and mute it on the stream, so the stream doesn't hear your voice and only hears the Animalist typing. And that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I decided to create this little tutorial because I just couldn't find any anywhere and I needed something like that, especially because I'm sick all the time and my voice takes a toll. A little thing that you can add that I added myself is a little PNG or GIF for the dialog box, so it actually has a background and it's not sad just by itself. Also earlier, why did we put OBS in always on top mode? To have a quick access to the window when you need to write in the dialog box. So for example, I'm drawing on Click Studio and I don't want to take a long time to go to another window and write. So I just put the little window of dialogue just on top of what I'm working on, write into the little dialog box and then just go back to what I was working on. So yeah, that's the video. Don't hesitate to follow and subscribe and to activate the bell. See you next time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Bye bye.